The Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport is getting a major transformation for 2027, and Volkswagen is calling this one all new. That might sound like the usual marketing language, but this time there's actually a lot behind the claim. The new Atlas Cross Sport gets an updated platform, completely new bodywork, a heavily redesigned interior, and the most powerful engine ever offered in this model. Starting with the foundation, the 2027 Atlas Cross Sport moves to Volkswagen's upgraded MQB Evo architecture. It's the same basic platform family used by models like the 8th generation Golf, the latest Tiguan, and the 4th generation Audi A3. Compared with the larger 7-seat Atlas, the Cross Sport remains noticeably smaller, measuring about 5.4 inches shorter and 2.1 inches lower. That lower roofline, combined with its more sharply angled rear pillars, gives it a sportier, almost coupe-like appearance. Volkswagen has also given the SUV completely new sheet metal. The designers have managed to keep the familiar Atlas identity while giving the Cross Sport a much fresher look. Up front, the biggest changes include double-stacked LED headlights, a cleaner upper grille, and new trim and color combinations that help the SUV stand out. The wheel lineup gets an upgrade too. Most versions will be available with new aluminum alloy wheels measuring 20 or 21 inches, while the entry-level model will stick with 18-inch wheels. Volkswagen hasn't revealed exactly how many trim levels the 2027 model will have yet, but the lineup is expected to remain fairly close to what buyers already know. There are also several new exterior colors, including dark sage metallic, blackberry metallic, and sandstone. Volkswagen designed these shades to work with the new interior color choices, which include pebble gray, black, and a medium brown finish. Inside, Volkswagen says the cabin has been completely reinvented, although the changes are more evolutionary than revolutionary. You get redesigned 12-way ergonomic seats, updated lighting, and even a revised door handle position. At the same time, much of the overall cabin layout will still feel familiar to anyone who has spent time in the current Atlas Cross Sport. Technology, however, takes a big step forward. The previous 12.9-inch infotainment display has been replaced by a much larger 15-inch screen. It works alongside a 10.25-inch digital cockpit pro display for the driver, giving the dashboard a much more modern feel. Another interesting addition is the new driver experience dial in the center console. This control can handle things like audio volume, driving modes, and Volkswagen's Atmospheres feature. There's also enough space for 2 smartphones to sit side by side and charge wirelessly using the Qi 2 system. 5 additional USB-C ports are spread throughout the cabin, so keeping everyone's devices powered shouldn't be difficult. Volkswagen is also adding more equipment as standard. Features include a power liftgate with easy open, rear sunshades, an auto-dimming driver's side mirror, dual hatch lights, and park distance control for both the front and rear. Under the hood is where things get especially interesting. The 2027 Atlas Cross Sport will use Volkswagen's familiar turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder TSI engine. But this is the newer EA888 Evo 5 version. One of the biggest upgrades is a variable geometry turbocharger, helping the engine produce 282 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. That's up from the 269 horsepower offered by the current model, making this the most powerful Atlas Cross Sport ever. For now, this will be the only engine available, paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission featuring Tiptronic manual shifting. Volkswagen has also confirmed that a hybrid version is planned for a future update, although we'll have to wait a few years for that. Volkswagen clearly has high expectations for this SUV. The first-generation Atlas Cross Sport has sold around 220,000 units in the United States over roughly 6 years, so the new model has some big shoes to fill. Pricing for the 2027 Atlas Cross Sport hasn't been announced yet, and Volkswagen is expected to reveal that closer to its launch. For reference, the current model starts at around $38,300 and climbs to approximately $53,620 for the SEL Premium R line. So, the 2027 Atlas Cross Sport isn't just getting a cosmetic refresh. Volkswagen is giving its 5-seat SUV a newer platform, sharper styling, more technology, more power, and eventually even a hybrid option. The big question now is whether all of those changes will make it one of the most appealing midsize SUVs when it finally arrives.